Okay, so we're diving into starting a vintage games shop,
Oh, yeah.
which is
This is gonna be fun.
it's really cool, right? It's tapping into nostalgia.
Yeah,
It's like offering unique products, and there's profit potential there.
definitely.
And we've got this detailed guide breaking it all down.
Awesome.
So let's get into it.
Okay.
You know, it's interesting. This guide was saying that like millennials and Gen Xers, they're driving this like resurgence in retro gaming.
Yeah, it's all about the nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're like yearning for the games they grew up with,
Right.
which creates this whole market that's like totally different from modern gaming.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's more than just like liking old games. It's a
Exactly.
longing for like
It is.
something really specific.
It's that authenticity and that rarity,
Yeah.
that you don't get so much with today's mass-produced games.
Guys,
It's like you're owning a piece of gaming history.
it's almost like an artifact.
Yeah, and some sellers are seeing profit margins of like 30 to 50%.
Right.
Especially on those like really in-demand titles.
Okay, so those are margins worth looking into.
For sure. Yeah.
So where do you even begin with something like this?
Well, the guide suggests you start by defining your niche.
Okay.
So are you like a board game aficionado? Or do vintage consoles like the NES, Sega Genesis, or even the Atari 2600
Oh, yeah.
get you going?
Right.
You could even focus on accessories, controllers,
Yeah.
memory cards, the whole shebang.
Oh, wow. So it's like
Yeah.
choosing your own gaming adventure.
Exactly.
But how do you know if there are enough people out there
Right.
who share your passion for this
That's a good question.
and who are actually willing to like
Yeah.
buy this?
Well, that's where the market research comes in.
Okay.
You need to understand your target audience
Hmm.
and you need to scope out the competition.
So you need to know like
Yeah.
what other people are doing.
Yeah. And there's some great online resources for this,
Yeah.
like eBay and gaming forums.
Right.
Those are gold mines for spotting trends.
Mhm.
And then you can ask yourself,
Yeah.
am I catering to like hardcore collectors or casual retro gamers or maybe even gift givers?
Right, because it's like the holidays are coming up.
Exactly.
People need gifts.
Yeah.
So it's not just about what you love.
Right.
It's about what other people are looking
Yeah.
for too.
Exactly.
And then comes the fun part, right? Actually finding these games.
Well, yeah.
I bet it's like a treasure hunt.
The guide calls it sourcing.
Okay.
And it can be quite an adventure.
I bet.
Hitting up local thrift stores, garage sales, and flea markets.
Yeah.
Imagine, unearthing a pristine copy of Earthbound for a steal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can already feel the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, and if you strike out locally,
Right.
you've got online marketplaces like eBay, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I've seen those.
They expand your reach so much.
Right.
You can connect with sellers all over the country,
Mm-hmm.
even internationally.
Well.
The guide even suggests attending gaming conventions
Oh, fun.
and joining online forums.
Yeah.
Not just for finding deals, but
Yeah.
for connecting with fellow enthusiasts and kind of learning the ropes.
Right, because it's like
Yeah.
joining a secret society
Yeah,
of vintage game lovers.
it is.
I've seen listings online, like entire collections.
Oh, yeah.
How do you even approach something like that?
Well, the guide calls it bulk buying,
Okay,
and it can be intimidating,
I bet.
but it can be very profitable.
Right.
The key is to assess the collection carefully.
Okay.
Look for a mix of common items
Yeah.
and potentially rare items.
Uh-huh.
Do your research beforehand.
Okay.
Check average prices online so you don't overpay.
So it's a bit of a gamble,
It can be.
but with the right knowledge,
Yes.
it can pay off.
Absolutely.
Once you have this collection, what's
Right.
next? Surely not all of them are in pristine condition.
Well, that brings us to what the guide calls restoration and authentication. It's not just about making the games work.
Right.
It's about preserving their authenticity, especially given their value.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do you even go about restoring a vintage game?
Well,
Is it like dusting off an old book or...
it can be quite involved.
Okay.
The guide details like inspecting for functionality, cleaning those dusty cartridges and consoles,
Yeah.
even replacing missing parts.
Okay.
And for authentication,
Right.
you need to verify the legitimacy of each item.
Because you don't want to, like,
Exactly.
it's also fake.
Imagine accidentally selling a fake to a passionate collector.
Oh.
That could be disastrous.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
So what's the secret to spotting a fake?
Well, it's more about checking serial numbers,
Okay.
inspecting packaging for inconsistencies,
Right.
really scrutinizing the details.
So for someone who's just starting out,
Yeah.
What's like a common mistake they might make?
Well, one common mistake beginners make is using harsh chemicals to clean cartridges. A simple microfiber cloth and isopropyl alcohol are often sufficient.
Really?
Yeah, you don't want to damage the original label.
Right, because that's part of the...
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's about being gentle
Yes,
and respecting the history of the game.
absolutely.
So once you've authenticated and restored a game,
Right.
what's the best way to showcase it to potential buyers?
Presentation is key when dealing with vintage items.
Okay.
The guide recommends restoring original boxes or using high-quality replicas.
Yeah.
A well-presented game, especially if it's complete in its original packaging,
Yeah.
becomes instantly more desirable and you can command a higher price.
So it's like
Yeah.
framing a valuable piece of art.
Exactly.
It elevates the whole experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got these beautifully restored and authenticated games ready to go.
Awesome.
But how do we actually get them into the hands of eager customers?
So many options.
I mean, I imagine there are a lot of different ways to...
There are. The guide outlines several sales channels,
Oh.
each with its own advantages and disadvantages.
Okay.
You could set up an online store using platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce.
Mm,
They offer a broader reach and 2047 accessibility.
right.
Or you could tap into existing communities on online marketplaces like eBay and Etsy.
Okay, so there's the convenience and the wider reach of online sales.
Yes.
But what about the charm of a physical storefront?
Right.
Isn't there something special about being able to browse a collection in person?
Oh, there's definitely a certain magic
Yeah.
to the in-person experience that online shopping just can't replicate.
Right.
Imagine a space filled with colorful cartridges,
Oh, yeah.
vintage consoles lined up like trophies,
Like a museum.
almost
Yeah.
the chatter of fellow gamers.
I love that.
Yeah.
But regardless of whether you choose online or brick and mortar,
Right.
you've still got to get the word out right.
Of course.
How do you reach those vintage game enthusiasts?
Yeah.
Is social media the key?
Social media is definitely a powerful tool.
Okay.
Imagine posting a time-lapse video of a classic console being restored
Oh, yeah.
or an unboxing of a super rare game.
Cool.
That kind of content can really capture attention and build excitement.
Mm.
And you can use targeted ads on those platforms to reach specific groups of collectors
Yeah.
and retro gamers.
So it's about creating engaging content that tells a story.
Exactly.
But what about the bigger picture?
Right.
How do you make your vintage games shop stand out from the crowd?
Yeah.
It seems like building a strong brand is important.
Absolutely. The guide emphasizes choosing a name and a logo that capture the essence of nostalgia and gaming culture.
Okay.
A memorable name can be a huge asset.
Hmm.
And don't forget about your unique selling proposition.
Yeah.
What makes you different?
Yeah.
It could be guaranteeing authenticity or offering expert restoration tips or even a loyalty program for repeat customers.
A loyalty program for vintage games.
Yeah, why not?
Hmm.
It's a great way to incentivize
Yeah.
people to keep coming back.
But building a brand goes beyond just a name and a logo, right?
It
How do
does.
you establish yourself as like a trusted source
Right.
in the vintage gaming world?
Content marketing is a great way to do that.
Okay.
Think about creating a blog where you share your knowledge and passion.
Okay.
Write about the history of iconic consoles, offer restoration tips, or even create must-have lists for collectors.
So it's not just about selling games.
Right.
It's about providing valuable information
Exactly.
and establishing yourself as an authority.
Yes,
So it's about building trust
it is.
and becoming a go-to resource for vintage game enthusiasts.
Exactly.
But all of that takes time and effort.
It does.
What if you want to take things to the next level,
Right.
to really expand your business?
Yeah.
What does the guide recommend for leveling up?
Well, it suggests diversifying your inventory by sourcing internationally,
Oh, wow.
which can be an adventure in itself.
I bet.
Yeah, you could also offer memorabilia like posters and manuals,
Cool.
adding a unique touch to your shop.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
It's like creating a mini museum
it is.
of gaming history.
Yeah.
Are there any other strategies for expanding the business?
Well, the guide even proposes offering custom restoration services,
Okay.
creating unique bundles like retro starter kits with a console and popular games,
Oh, cool.
or even partnering with artists for limited edition packaging or accessories.
Wow, those are some seriously creative ideas.
Yeah,
It really shows how a vintage game shop can be so much more
you can.
than just buying and selling.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
It's a community.
Okay, so we've covered sourcing,
Yeah.
restoring,
Yes.
marketing.
Mm.
Now comes the part that always makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Pricing.
the dreaded pricing.
How do you put a price tag on nostalgia?
Well, pricing vintage games is an art,
Right.
and the guide acknowledges that.
Yeah.
It's about finding that balance between making a profit
Right.
and being fair to your customers.
Mm-hmm.
You need to consider rarity, condition, and current market trends.
Yeah, because those things all play into it.
They do.
So give me an example.
Okay, so for example, a rare NES cartridge in pristine condition could fetch hundreds of dollars,
Wow.
while a well-restored Sega Genesis console might sell for a handsome profit between $150 and $300.
Okay.
Yeah,
So it's about
for the
doing your research and staying informed about market trends.
Well, absolutely.
But how do you know when you've hit that sweet spot,
Right.
that price that's both attractive to buyers
Yeah.
and profitable for you?
Well, that's where experience and a bit of intuition come in. The guide recommends checking completed listings on eBay to see what similar items have actually sold for.
That makes sense.
You can also use price guides and consult with experienced collectors.
Okay.
And remember, prices can fluctuate, so stay adaptable.
So it's not an exact science,
And it's not.
but with careful research
Yeah.
and a bit of practice, you can become a vintage game pricing pro.
You can.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Sourcing, restoring, branding, pricing. It's clear that starting a vintage game shop is more than just a business venture.
It is.
It's a passion project.
It's about tapping into a thriving market fueled by nostalgia and a desire for authenticity.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with a community
Mm-hmm.
that shares your love for these classic games and
Yeah.
creating an experience that goes beyond simply buying and selling.
Right. It's an experience.
It is.
But most importantly,
Yes.
it's about sharing your passion with the world.
Absolutely.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Now, before we move on to even more in-depth strategies,
Okay.
let's take a quick pause and reflect on what we've learned so far.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's really striking how this guide emphasizes like the emotional connection people have with vintage games.
Right.
It's not just a business. It's about tapping into a shared experience,
Right.
a collective memory.
That's what makes it so appealing.
Exactly.
It's not just about, like, profit margins.
It's not just about the money,
It's about
What about the
preserving a piece of gaming history.
Absolutely.
But there are so many directions you could take this business.
oh, there are so many.
Like, where do you even
Yeah.
begin?
Well, that's the beauty of this model.
Okay.
The room for creativity.
Right.
You know, the guide encourages you to think outside the box,
Uh-huh.
find your unique niche,
Mm-hmm.
and make your shop truly stand out.
So it's not like a
Mm.
one-size-fits-all.
It's not a cookie-cutter approach at all.
Okay. So what are some examples of that?
Well, let's say you specialize in a particular genre, like RPGs or fighting games,
Okay.
or maybe you curate themed bundles, like a Back to the 80s pack with an NES console and classic titles.
Oh, that's cool. Like
Yeah.
a starter pack.
Exactly.
You could even host retro gaming tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
Turning your shop into a community hub. Exactly, turn it into a destination.
So it's about
Yes.
like infusing your own personality.
Yeah.
Your own
Your love for gaming.
love for gaming into every aspect
Into every aspect of the
of
shop.
the shop.
That's what makes a vintage games shop special.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of the owner's passion, a curated collection of memories, and a celebration of the enduring power of games.
I love that.
Speaking of celebrating,
Yes.
let's talk about marketing.
Okay. Let's do it.
We touched on social media a bit,
Yeah, we did.
but this guide goes deeper into branding strategies.
Okay. I'm all ears
wow.
because we've talked about finding those rare games, restoring them,
Yep.
even pricing them.
Yes,
Now it's about getting the right people excited
exactly.
about what you have to offer.
Precisely, the guide suggests thinking about your target audience.
Okay.
So are you catering to seasoned collectors
Right.
who know every detail,
Mm-hmm.
or are you welcoming newcomers who are just starting their retro gaming journey?
Right. So it's like two different types of.
Yes,
customer
two
base.
different approaches.
So your marketing message
Yeah,
would be different depending on who you're trying to reach.
exactly.
Mhm.
For example, if you're targeting those hardcore collectors,
Mm-hmm.
you might focus on showcasing rare and limited edition items
Okay.
using technical language that resonates with their expertise.
Right. They know what they're
They know their stuff.
talking about.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to attract more casual gamers
Right.
or those who are new to retro gaming.
Yeah. Maybe emphasize the nostalgia factor.
Okay.
The joy of rediscovering childhood favorites and the ease of getting started with like a retro starter kit.
Oh, yeah, like we were talking about.
Exactly.
4. So it's fascinating how the marketing strategy has to be so tailored
It
to
does.
the specific audience.
You really do.
You're trying to reach
Yeah.
what other marketing avenues does the guide suggest?
Well, it emphasizes the importance of content marketing, particularly through a blog.
Oh.
This is where you can really establish yourself as an authority in the vintage gaming world.
Oh, cool.
You could write articles about the history of iconic consoles, offer restoration tips, or even create those must-have lists for collectors.
So it's not just about selling games.
No, it's not.
It's about sharing your knowledge and passion
Exactly.
with the community.
Yeah, building that community.
But with so many vintage game shops popping up,
Yeah, they are popping up.
how do you make yours stand out?
That's where a strong, unique selling proposition comes in.
Okay.
You know, that special something that sets you apart from the competition.
Right.
Maybe you specialize in a particular console or genre.
Okay.
Or perhaps you offer a guarantee of authenticity,
Right.
which is especially valuable in a market where counterfeits can be a concern.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah,
So it's about giving people a reason
it is.
to choose your shop over
Yeah.
all the others.
Exactly.
But beyond the practical aspects
Right.
of running a business,
Yeah.
there's also the community aspect, right?
Oh, absolutely. The guide emphasizes that a vintage game shop is more than just a place to buy and sell games.
Right.
It's a gathering place for like-minded individuals who share a passion for retro gaming.
So it's about fostering a sense of community,
Yes.
of belonging.
Absolutely.
How do you create that kind of atmosphere?
Well, it could be as simple as creating a welcoming and engaging space in your physical store.
Okay.
If you have one,
Right.
maybe you have a comfortable seating area where people can chat and play games.
Oh, fun.
Or you could host retro gaming tournaments or trivia nights,
Oh, cool.
bringing people together for some friendly competition and shared nostalgia.
So turning your shop into a destination.
Exactly.
And for those who are primarily online.
Right. Well, online communities are just as important.
All right.
You could create a forum on your website where people can discuss their favorite games, share tips, and ask questions. You can also engage with customers on social media,
Right.
responding to comments and messages promptly and fostering a sense of dialogue.
So it's all about building relationships.
Yeah.
Making people feel like they're part of something special.
It's a community.
But as much as we love the community aspect,
Yeah.
we also need to remember that this is a business.
Of course.
And that means eventually
Yeah.
we need to talk about scaling
Yeah.
and growth.
We do.
What does the guide suggest for taking things to the next level?
Well, it offers a range of ideas, from expanding your inventory through international sourcing
Okay.
to offering additional services like custom restoration,
Right.
or even creating your own line of retro-inspired merchandise.
Creating your own merchandise.
Not.
That's a whole other level.
It is, but it can be very lucrative.
I can see how it could really
Yeah.
enhance the brand
Exactly.
and create additional revenue streams.
Absolutely.
But let's go back to international sourcing for a moment. What are the challenges and opportunities
Right.
involved in expanding your search for vintage games beyond your local area?
Well, it can be a great way to find rare and unique items that you might not be able to find locally,
Okay.
but it also requires a deeper understanding of international shipping regulations, customs fees, and currency exchange rates.
So it's not as simple as
It's not.
just ordering something online
No,
and having it shipped to your doorstep.
not always.
Okay.
You need to be aware of the potential risks involved, such as damage during shipping or delays due to customs inspections.
Right.
You also need to build relationships with reliable suppliers in other countries.
So you have to do your due diligence.
You do.
Sounds like it's an adventure in itself,
It is.
but with the potential for big rewards.
New rewards.
But what about those additional services you mentioned, like custom restoration?
Yeah.
How would you even go about offering something like that?
Well, you could start by honing your own restoration skills and then offer those services to customers who have games in need of repair.
Mm-hmm.
You could even specialize in restoring particular consoles or types of games.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it's about building a reputation
It is for
expertise and craftsmanship.
Yes.
But what about creating your own line of retro-inspired merchandise?
Yes.
That sounds really intriguing.
It is.
What kind of merchandise are we talking about here?
It could be anything from T-shirts and hoodies featuring iconic game characters
Okay.
to mugs and phone cases with retro designs.
Cool.
You could even create limited edition posters or art prints.
So it's like extending the brand
Exactly.
beyond the games themselves,
It is.
allowing people to express
Yes.
their love for retro gaming
Their passion.
in different ways.
In all sorts of ways.
But with all these potential avenues for growth,
Right.
it's important to stay focused, right?
Absolutely. The guide emphasizes the importance of having a clear vision for your business
Okay.
and not trying to do too many things at once.
So don't get ahead of yourself.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
It's about identifying your strengths
Yes.
and focusing on what you do best.
Exactly.
So quality over quantity.
Quality over quantity, always.
Making sure that everything you offer
Yeah.
is in line with your brand
Uh-huh.
and meets the high standards that your customers expect.
Absolutely.
But with all this talk about expansion and growth,
Right.
it's easy to lose sight of the heart of this business,
It is.
which is the love for vintage games.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
a successful vintage game shop is built on passion.
It is.
It's about sharing that passion with others,
Yes.
creating a community,
Uh-huh.
and preserving a piece of gaming history for future generations.
The future generations, exactly.
Beautifully said, and I think that's a perfect note to wrap up part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground,
A lot of ground.
from marketing and branding
Yes.
to scaling and growth.
The scaling and growth.
But as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
let's shift our focus to you, the listener.
All right.
We've explored the ins and outs of starting a vintage game shop.
We have.
But the real question is,
Yeah.
what unique twist could you bring to this market?
That's the question, isn't it?
What would make your shop stand out and resonate with customers?
Well, the guide encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to really tap into their own passions and experiences.
Okay.
You know what specific era of gaming speaks to you the most?
Right.
What are the games that hold a special place in your heart?
Yeah, those are the important things
They are.
to think about.
Maybe you're an expert in a particular genre or console.
Mm-hmm.
That specialized knowledge could be your unique selling point.
Yeah, so it's not just about replicating
It is
what's
actually-
already out there.
No,
It's about finding your own niche,
it is.
your own story to tell within the larger world of vintage gaming.
Your own slice of the pie.
Exactly.
It's about bringing your own personality and expertise to the table.
So, for example,
Yeah.
maybe you're a whiz at restoring vintage arcade cabinets.
Oh, yeah.
That could be your specialty,
That could be it.
something that sets you apart from
Definitely.
other shops.
Yeah. Or maybe you have a knack for creating custom game bundles
Oh, yeah.
that cater to specific interests or nostalgia themes.
Yeah.
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
And that's what makes this business so exciting.
It is.
It's not just a cookie cutter
Right.
flower
No, it's
shop.
not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
It's an opportunity to be creative, to innovate,
Mhm.
and to build something that truly reflects your passion.
So for our listener out there
Yeah.
who might be feeling a bit overwhelmed
Yeah, I know it can be a lot.
by all this information,
It's a lot to take in.
what's the one key piece of advice
Okay.
you would offer?
I would say don't be afraid to start small.
Okay.
You don't need a massive inventory or a fancy storefront to get started.
That's good advice because
Yeah.
people can get intimidated by that.
They can, I think.
You know, focus on your niche, build relationships with your customers, and let your passion be your guide.
So just take that first step.
Yeah.
Even if it's just setting up an online shop with a few carefully curated items.
Exactly. And remember, the vintage gaming community is incredibly supportive.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to reach out to other sellers, collectors, and enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Share your knowledge, ask for advice, and learn from those who've been there before.
So it's about collaboration. It's over competition.
It's about lifting each other up and sharing the love of vintage games with the world.
Yeah. Spreading the love.
Spreading the love.
And as you grow your business,
right.
remember to stay true to your values.
Yes, authenticity is key in this market.
Because that's how you build trust with your
Infinitely.
customers.
Yes, offering high-quality products and providing exceptional service.
And don't forget to have fun along the way.
Oh my gosh, yes, this should be a joyful experience.
Right.
A way to connect with your passion and share it with others. Because at the end of the day, it's about more than just making a profit.
Absolutely.
It's about creating something meaningful.
It is.
Something that brings joy to both you and your customers.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
As we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to leave our listener with one final thought.
All right.
Remember that spark of excitement you felt
Yeah.
when you first discovered
I remember.
the world of vintage games. Hold on to that feeling,
Yes.
nurture it,
Nurture it.
and let it guide you as you embark on this incredible journey.
And who knows, maybe you'll even inspire a new generation of gamers to discover the magic of those pixelated worlds and timeless board game strategies.
That's a great point.
That's a legacy worth striving for.